Oppenheimer, Mr. Williams. It's a pleasure to have you here on Divorce Court. We are looking at a couple, as I look through my papers, have been together for 7 years. 7 years actually living together in addition to having dated for 7 years. So y'all jumped right into it looks like, Ms. Oppenheimer.
Correct.
Why are we in divorce court?
We're here today because my boyfriend, he is a liar, he is a cheater, and if he doesn't pass this lie detector test, I'm gone.
Okay, Mr. Williams, you heard what your fiancé says. What do you say, sir?
I'm here to defend myself. Of course, I'm here today because I love her, I care for her, and also to prove to her that I'm innocent and that hopefully today after this we can move forward and hopefully get married.
Okay. Why don't you take us back, Ms. Oppenheimer?
So we met in junior year of high school. He was just moving in. He was a new kid. He was cute. He was funny. You know, we had classes together, and we just became friends like that. We graduated high school, obviously, and after that, we just kept communication, and we eventually started dating.
Okay, and you all dated throughout high school or just were friends throughout high school?
We were just friends throughout high school.
When did it change, Mr. Williams?
It all started to change, I would say 2018. We was more of friends with benefits around that year.
Okay. So you started off just buddies, then it went to friends with benefits.
Yes.
No. We started off as friends, and we were just friends. No friends with benefits.
Okay, so, but...
He's telling half of the story.
Right.
He's telling a lie.
Okay. So there became a time when the friends with benefits turned into we are a couple. Am I correct, Ms. Oppenheimer?
Correct.
Allegedly. When was that? What year was that?
2018.
Do you agree with that, Mr. Williams?
Yes.
So what has happened to make it go from, okay, now we're a couple, let's establish where we are, to you're now in divorce court?
Okay, so after we moved in together, things started to change.
Okay.
I noticed that he was still following his ex-girlfriend on social media. She would post pictures being provocative, showing her boobs, showing her, her butt. And
so first of all, he's not responsible for what this person does. So, but tell me, did you all have an agreement as it related to former lovers, former girlfriends, that kind of thing?
Absolutely, we did.
No.
And I'm going to hear from both perspectives. Okay, Ms. Oppenheimer, what did you understand the agreement to be?
Our agreement was once we started dating together and once we moved in together,
okay,
he would lose contact with anyone from his past dealings with and vice versa. That means no exes, no nothing.
Mr. Williams, did you all have this conversation as you recall?
No, of course not.
He's lying.
He's lying. The beginning of 2018, we was friends with benefits. Now, 2018 was the correct year that we set a stone in relationship, but the first beginning of 2018, January and February, we really didn't set a stone until mid-February of 2018.
So here's my question, Mr. Williams. At some point in 2018, you were allegedly in a monogamous relationship. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay, now I'm going back to you, Ms. Oppenheimer, because I would have an issue with this sort of nebulous timeline myself. So at least I understand why that's a, shall we say, red flag.
Okay.
But they continued because the next red flag was you questioning the finances. Am I correct?
Yes.
Explain.
So I'm trying to figure out where all his money is going. The agreement was that he would be paying the rent portion and I would be in charge of like the necessities or utilities rather. That includes the Wi-Fi, the phone bill, and our groceries for 3 months.
I beg your pardon?
And for 3 months.
Okay.
While he did not have a job.
And then the rent, though?
The rent, I paid the rent for 3 months while he did not have the job. So
now I come over to Mr. Williams. Did you understand that to be the arrangement, that you were supposed to take care of the rent, she was supposed to take care of those utilities that she outlined?
Yes.
Okay, so now that's the agreement.
Right.
Did you hold up your end of the bargain?
Yes.
No. For 3 months, he did not have a job. He was not paying the portions that he was supposed to be paying. I ended up having to pay everything.
So, Mr. Williams, Miss Oppenheimer says that for 3 months she held up the whole household. Is that correct?
No, it's not. So first of all,
He's lying.
when she first
So how the bills got paid?
when we first moved in together, I was paying nothing but the whole rent and everything.
Of course, because it was your house.
But
Of course it was.
Exactly.
But this lady moved in and she decided she was going to take on half the responsibility.
Exactly. But when I lost my job, as she trying to insinuate that she paid full amount, she never paid full amount. At least I paid half without having a job.
So half of the entire bill you were paying.
But I paid $1,000 a month. I had repairs that I needed to make on my vehicle that I had to put off because I had to pay rent, which I should not have been paying because that is what he's supposed to be doing.
If she added up correctly, she wasn't paying to $1,000 a month. I remember how much she was paying. It was like
well, according to Ms. Oppenheimer, she knows what was going out of her bank account.
And that's not the only thing. So there's another incident involving the strip club.
The strip club.
So not only does he not want to help pay the bills, but he want to be out with strippers too. So there's this one incident. He was invited out with some more friends to do like a producing at this club. I didn't know that it was a strip club. He didn't tell me that it was a strip club, but he definitely did invite me and made sure that I was coming.
So you came?
I did, to support him.
Okay.
So
and what did you see when you got to the strip club that ticked you off?
Well, firstly, I saw strippers.
Okay. That would do it. What happened, Mr. Williams, that you did a surprise strip club?
With that, I was brought to the venue by another comedic that I knew.
I know. I got
with that one, he sent me a flyer. On the flyer, it said hookah bar and lounge.
Got it.
It didn't have no picture of no stripper on it. It didn't have nothing about no pole. It said hookah bar and lounge with hookahs on it. But as soon as the
So you can cut to the chase, Mr. Williams. You didn't know that you were going to a strip club until you got to the strip club.
Yeah, until we got there.
Yeah.
So when we got there,
he didn't know he was going to get a lap dance until he got to the strip club either.
I pulled the guy to the side, right? I pulled the guy to the side. I was like, hey, man, why you ain't tell me this was like a strip club setting? I would have brought my girl here, or I could have talked to her about it, because now she's over there looking angry.
Okay, so why did you get a lap dance?
So this is when the lap dance came about. The comedic dude went and gathered a group of strippers and brought them to the section. But they never started dancing. They never did anything until the main comedic pulled out his phone and started recording it, because I was there to shoot a comedy skit inside the club. I didn't know what the guy was doing, because normally when I work with this guy, he don't know what he be doing sometimes. So he basically just go off the flow of...
So he's ad-libbing.
Exactly. See, he's ad-libbing. So he's ad-libbing.
Okay, but that's going to put a damper on your relationship, okay? And I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and say you weren't a part of the planning, but you have to clue her in.
Yes.
That's called communication.
Yes, ma'am.
What else do you have, Miss Oppenheimer?
So there's another story involving this coworker. They ended up wanting to go out, so he gets invited out, and I allow him to go out with this coworker. He texted me at 10 o'clock saying that he was that he made it to the club. He texted me at around 2:45 saying that he was gonna leave the club. He didn't make it home until 4 o'clock.
How far y'all live from the club?
Not that far. Not 4 o'clock far.
So, Your Honor, she lying about the time, and she lying about the communication in between.
He's a liar and a cheater. You can't believe nothing he's saying.
So what made you think that he was cheating? Was there something about other than the fact that he came in much later than you expected?
Well, he smelled like cologne. He smelled like heavily of cologne, like as if he just resprayed himself.
So in other words, your fiancé thinks that you were out there doing something you shouldn't have been doing, and you were trying to mask the scent. That's
because he is. I confront him
I'm trying to interpret what this is about so that we can cut to the chase. That's exactly what she's saying.
Yeah, that's what she's saying, but that's not what had happened. From 11 to 2:30, we was at a bar. A bar to close at 2.
And then you went somewhere else?
Yes.
And you know the only thing
me
open
that,
after 2 o'clock is gas stations and legs, okay?
He didn't tell me. Right. Thank you. Thank you.
So for the after hours, I texted her, I was like, hey, we're going to another after hours.
So wait, Ms. Oppenheimer said that you said you were on your way home. Is that...
He said that he was on his way home at 2:45. He texted
I said I
me.
should be on the way home, but we went to another after hour.
Okay, and so you should then send another text that says,
Right.
we decided to stop at this
Absolutely.
other spot. Okay, that's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. So then I can go to sleep and stop worrying about where you are. This Job Corps person.
Yes.
Would you tell me about this, please?
Well, this person, it's a girl, but I did not know that at the time. They went to Job Corps together, and he ended up inviting this girl to our home while I was not there. So I left for work. I text him. He texted me around 12. He said that he was going to have a friend over. But he didn't say, what friend it was. He just said friend. So I already got suspicious right then and there. So I decided to log in on his social media account. Not mine, on his social media account.
Which is an invasion of privacy.
That's okay.
What did you find?
So I found that him and this Job Corps friend was a girl. So the whole time that he's telling me that he's going to invite a friend over, he's really inviting a female over. So when I got home at night, I got home to a clean house, spotless. There was no dirty laundry. The bathrooms was clean from top to bottom. The bed sheets, the laundry had all been done. Why would you have to do that? What would be your excuse?
I'm going to go on over to you, Mr. Williams, because I'm going to tell you, I would have some suspicions.
And I confronted him about it.
I should have let her know it was the lady coming over. That would have been a right thing to do. But I didn't. Because for once, it's my house.
Because he lying.
Around that time, I paid all the bills. She was just moving in. I was doing what I wanted to do.
Because he was cheating.
I'm sorry, Ms. Oppenheimer, please.
Sorry.
Because Mr. Williams, you know that 3 months that you were not able to contribute fully? If she had had one of her homeboys rolling up in your spot, you would have had...
Tell y'all about that, but she did.
He's lying. No.
So you have zero respect for boundaries, the two of you. Is that what you're telling me?
I mean, like I said in the beginning, when I first got into a relationship, all this is in the first two-year time span. But around that time, we didn't have a label on it.
But you thought it was okay because it was your house. Is that what you said?
Wow.
Ms. Oppenheimer, listen, when people tell you who they are, believe them.
Right. I will next time.
Believe them.
I will next time. Right.
Mr. Williams, if that works for you, then I'm going to respect that because that works for you. But you're going to have to respect that it does not work for the person that you are trying to build a relationship with.
Right.
So that leads us to why you petitioned the court for a polygraph examination, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And Mr. Williams said that he had nothing to hide, so he willingly submitted to a polygraph examination, and I called in one of my experts, John Yarbrough, who is a certified polygraph examiner from Guardian Polygraph Services. Will you ask the expert to join us?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. So we can put this to rest.
Right. Finally.
Good day, Your Honor.
Good day, Mr. Yarbrough. Mr. Yarbrough, thank you for joining us here today. I want to make sure that our litigants understand Mr. Yarbrough and I have worked together because of his extensive experience and credentials, and I rely upon him to aid in my investigation when one of the litigants petitions this court. And we asked Mr. Williams question number one. Since being in a relationship with Ms. Oppenheimer, have you had any sexual contact with your Job Corps friend, Allison? Is that correct?
That is correct.
What was Mr. Williams' answer?
He responded no.
Okay. What did the test results indicate?
The polygraph examination results indicated there was deception to that question.
A liar. Like I said, a liar. A liar and a cheater.
Sexual contact.
A liar and a cheater.
Give me one moment. We asked, since February 2018, because I want to use your date, have you had sexual contact with anyone other than Ms. Oppenheimer? Am I correct?
Well, Your Honor, I had to modify that question slightly. During the pre-test interview, when I was reviewing the questions with Mr. Williams, he was very adamant that February 20th of 2018 was the actual start date where they had had the discussions about being exclusive. So I had to modify the question to read, since February 20th of 2018.
Got it. So with that modification, what was Mr. Williams' answer?
He answered no.
And what did the test results indicate?
The polygraph examination results indicated he was being deceptive to that question.
You're a liar. You are a liar.
So between,
you are a liar.
Between late February and now, there has been some sort of contact with somebody, some sort of sexual contact, even with a modification. Thank you, Mr. Yarbrough.
You're welcome.
Your services are welcome again. And you said if he didn't pass the polygraph examination, you were ready to walk away from this relationship.
Right.
Mr. Williams said he was determined to prove his innocence and save the relationship. Did you get the answers you wanted?
Yes, absolutely.
Do you have anything you'd like to say to the defendant?
What I have to say, I probably can't say in the courtroom.
Okay. I respect
But you
that.
can go to hell.
Mr. Williams?
I had nothing to say.
Mr. Williams, I think you've been dipping and diving. You're not satisfied in this relationship for whatever reason. And so it has run its course because the two of you don't communicate and you're not honest with each other. Lack of communication and lack of honesty are not foundations to build a long-term relationship on. And I just watched Miss Oppenheimer hand you back the ring. And I think that's smart because the one thing we know for certain is you're not ready to get married. You're not ready to be husband and wife because you are not even ready to be committed boyfriend and girlfriend. So I think you might need to find your own place to stay so that at least if you're going to pay the bills, they're your bills, if you know what I mean.
I think I do.
हेलो दोस्तों, कैसे हैं आप सब? उम्मीद है आप सब खैरियत से हैं। 7 साल की मूव टूट गई जब पॉलीग्राफ ने हकीकत को बेनकाब किया। जब मोहतरमा ओपनहाइमर कमरे अदालत में चली गई तो वो महज अपने रिश्ते पर सवाल नहीं उठा रही थी। वो 7 साल की शकूक, मायूसी और टूटे हुए एतमाद को ले कर चली गई। बरसों एक साथ रहने के बाद वो एक तकलीफ दे अल्टीमेटम तक पहुंच गई थी। अगर पॉलीग्राफ को पास नहीं करता तो मेरा काम हो गया था। कमरा अदालत में मिस्टर विलियम्स ने इसरार किया कि वो बेकसूर है। मैं उससे प्यार करता हूँ और उसने इत्तबा की, लेकिन मोहब्बत अब उन सवालों को खामोश करने के लिए काफ़ी नहीं थी जो बरसों से तामीर कर रहे थे। ये जो हाई स्कूल से थे एक दूसरे को जानता था। उन्होंने 2018 में रवानगी तौर पर शामिल होने से पहले दोस्त के तौर पर शुरुआत की थी, लेकिन मोहतरमा ओपनहाइमर के मुताबिक एक मसला उनके तल्लुकात को खतरा बता रहा था। मिस्टर विलियम्स ने सोशल मीडिया पर अपनी गर्लफ्रेंड से जुड़े रहे। उसने इसरार किया कि उनका माजी रोमानवी शराकतदारी के ताल्लुकात मुनक़ता करने का मुआहदा हमारा एक मुआहदा था। मिस्टर विलियम ने इत्तफाक नहीं किया, मैंने उससे कभी इत्तफाक नहीं किया। जज ने मुतजाद कहानियों को पहचान लिया, लेकिन ये भी समझा कि मोहतरमा ओपनहाइमर ने मुसलसल राब्ते को एक बड़े सिर्फ पर्सन के तौर पर क्यों उठाया, जब एतमाद पहले ही नजर होता है। यहाँ तक कि एक साबित ऑनलाइन की पैरवी करने जैसी आसान चीज़ बहुत बड़ा मसला बन गई। फिर रिश्ते के माली मसाइल सामने आए। मोहतरमा ओपनहाइमर ने वजाहत की कि उन्होंने क्या से अपनी घरेलू जिम्मेदारियों को तकसीम कर दिया है। विलियम्स किराया संभालेगी जबकि यूटिलिटी और ग्रोसरी का अहाता करती थी, लेकिन जब वो 3 माह तक बेरोजगार रहा तो जिम्मेदारियां पूरी तरह इस पर मुंतकिल हो गई। उसने दावा किया कि जब वो काम से बाहर था तो घर के माली बोझ उठाने पर मजबूर किया। मिस्टर विलियम ने इस सूरत हाल को बढ़ा चढ़ा कर पेश करने का इल्ज़ाम लगाया। जज ने फौरन इस मसले को देखा। उनकी कहानी आपस में नहीं मिलती थी और जितनी ज़्यादा गवाहियाँ सामने आती गईं उतना ही वाज़ेह होता गया कि उनके दरमियान बातचीत तकरीबन मुकम्मल तौर पर टूट चुकी है। इसके बाद स्ट्रिप क्लब का तनाज़ा आया। मिस्टर विलियम ने दावा किया कि उन्हें मालूम नहीं था कि ये मकाम एक स्ट्रिप क्लब है और ओपनहाइमर वाक़यात का एक बहुत बड़ा मुख्तलिफ वर्जन था। उसे मालूम हुआ कि اس نے لیپ ڈانس حاصل کیا اور اس کی وضاحت تقریباً ناقابل یقین تھی۔ یہ ایک کامیڈی سیکنڈ تھا، کوئی متاثر نہیں ہوا۔ حالات کچھ بھی ہوں، سب سے بڑا مسئلہ مواصلات کا۔ اگر کوئی چیز معقول طور پر ایک ساتھی کے نقصان پہنچا سکتی ہے یا آپ کے رشتے کی حدود کی خلاف ورزی کر سکتی ہے، اسے چھپانا یا اس پر بات کرنے میں ناکام ہو جاتا ہے صرف مزید شکوک پیدا کرتا ہے۔ لیکن سب سے بڑا امتحان ابھی تک انتظار کر رہا تھا۔ پولی گراف کے نتائج آ گئے۔ اچانک تمام دلائل نے بہانے اور متضاد کہانیاں ایک ساتھ امتحان سے دو چار ہونے والی تھی۔ مسٹر ولیم نے پوچھا کہ انہوں نے کبھی ایلسن کے ساتھ جنسی تعلق قائم کیا تھا۔ اس کا جواب تھا نہیں۔ نتیجہ دھوکہ دہی نشاندہی کرتا ہے۔ اس کے بعد ایک اور بھی وسیع تر سوال آیا کہ آخر 2018 سے متعلق اوپنہائمر نے کسی اور کے ساتھ جنسی تعلقات قائم کیا تھا؟ اس نے پھر جواب دیا نہیں۔ پھر ایک بار نتیجہ دھوکہ دہی کی طرف اشارہ کرتا ہے۔ محترم اوپنہائمر کے لیے یہ لمحہ تباہ کن تھا۔ سالوں کے شکوک اچانک درست ہوئے اور وہ بھڑک اٹھی، جھوٹا اور دھوکے باز۔ اس کے بعد انہوں نے پورے رشتے کا سخت ترین جائزہ لیا۔ کوئی باہمی رابطہ نہیں تھا، ایمانداری کی کوئی ٹھوس بنیاد نہیں تھی، اور دو چیزوں کے بغیر شادی ایک حقیقت پسندانہ اگلا اقدام نہیں تھا۔ رشتہ ختم ہو چکا تھا۔ محترمہ اوپنہائمر نے بالآخر منگنی کی انگوٹھی کو ہٹا دیا اور واپس کر دیا۔ میں ہو گیا ہوں۔ جج نے ایک بات ٹوک حقیقت کو جانچ کے ساتھ مسٹر ولیم کی طرف متوجہ ہوا اور شادی کے لیے تیار نہیں تھا۔ جج کے خیال میں اس نے قابل اعتماد بوائے فرینڈ بننے کے لیے درکار مستقل مزاجی اور عزم کا مظاہرہ بھی نہیں کیا تھا۔ یہ کس کا دل دہلا دینے والا سبق تھا۔ 7 سالوں میں مل کر یادیں، وعدے، توقعات پیدا کی تھیں، لیکن اس سے کوئی بھی چیز اعتماد کا متبادل نہیں بن سکی۔ یہ محض دھوکہ، مالی اختلافات کے بارے میں ایک کہانی نہیں تھی۔ اس کے بارے میں تھا کہ جب مواصلات غائب ہو جاتے ہیں، حدود غیر واضح ہو جاتی ہیں اور ایمانداری کی تصدیق کرنا ناممکن ہوتا ہے۔ محترم اوپنہائمر عدالت میں ابھر کر داخل ہونے کے پولی گراف بالآخر انہیں وہ جواب دے گا جس کی انہیں ضرورت تھی۔ یہ کیا ہے؟ جواب میں تکلیف تھی، لیکن اس سے وضاحت بھی تھی کہ وہ 7 سال کے غیر یقینی صورتحال سے ایسی چیز کے ساتھ چلے گئے جو اس کے پاس طویل عرصے سے نہیں تھی۔ خود کو منتخب کرنے کی ہمت، کیونکہ کبھی کبھی دور چلنا ناکامی نہیں، کبھی کبھی یہ پہلا ایماندارانہ فیصلہ ہے جو آپ کے سالوں میں کیا ہے۔ دوستو، آج کی ایپیسوڈ آپ کو کیسی لگی؟ اپنی قیمتی ریکمنڈس میں ضرور دیجیے۔